Today I'm going to be ranking the best 100 goals to never get nominated for the Puskas award. Starting at number 100, we have Vincent Kompany's goal against Leicester City. I think it was like something like the 86th minute or something, and they were drawn 2-2 and that won the game 3-2 or something like that. At number 99, we have Sami Khedira's volley against Greece in the 2012 Euros. At number 98, we have like one of the most famous penalties of all time, and it's Virgil van Dijk's penalty against Kepa. The reason I love this penalty so much is because Virgil has to have balls the size of fucking space hoppers. Man, that is so disgusting. This is the only penalty I think ever that should have a Puskas nomination. Up next we have Luka Modric versus Scotland with a cheeky little Travella. What a goal. At 96 we have Luis Suarez's goal and nutmeg against David Luiz. This is so insane. This is one of the... I think I should have put this higher because that is so disgusting. And then the finish as well. The most unnecessary finish in football history right there. Like how was that not nominated, man? That was in like a Champions League quarter-final as well. Next up, we have Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty against Spain. Game-deciding penalty. Yeah, I think it was a game-deciding penalty. I think they were losing till he scored this. So perfect in an international tournament as well against like a huge rival. At 94, we have Clarence Seedorf against Manchester United. This one, I kind of regret putting it in, I'm not going to lie. There's probably some other goals you could find that are a bit better. I just really like this type of goal. I think it's so cheeky and so smart as well. Up next we have Balotelli against Ireland. He's just so strong. Not a lot of footballers can do that, like. Up next we have Hamsik. Man, we're not even in the top 90, by the way. I just want you to remember that. Some of the goals on this list are insane. Up next we have the first Peter Crouch goal on this list, and it is an overhead kick. Okay, I can't find the goal right now, but it's on the screen. One of the things that making this list made me realise that he is one of these players who is so underrated. Up next we have Giovanni versus Arsenal. Crazy goal. We have Nani versus Arsenal. Nani as well, man, just one of them players, just pure sauce. Nothing but sauce. Ronaldo chop inside. Takes that fella's soul and chips the keeper from there. That is so outrageous. Paul Pogba makes his appearance on the list next with his goal against Switzerland. Oh. Man, Paul Pogba, what a player, Jesus Christ. Okay, at number 87, we have another volley, and it's Ivan Rakitic versus Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League. I think this is Rakitic's best goal ever. Like, the assist is so good as well. Scissors kick. Right off the post and in. That's an unbelievable goal. At number 86, we have Toni Kroos's free kick. He scored this in the 95th minute to keep Germany in the World Cup. Oh my god, the way they set it up is so smart as well, which I think adds to the goal. But that angle wasn't the insane one, it's this next one. It's so tight. Look how far the Swedish player comes out as well to block it. Like, you are talking millimeters. Now, the next two spots, so 85 and 84, are both Luis Suarez goals against Norwich. Again, like Peter Crouch, making this list has made me realise how insane Luis Suarez is. How was this not nominated? Like, come on, like. But that wasn't even the best one, I don't think. That wasn't even better than the one I'm about to show you. Oh, yeah! Man, that is crazy. Crazy from him. At 83, we have El Shaarawy's goal where he curls it perfectly. Again, just so aesthetically pleasing. Then we have a more recent goal from Memphis Depay where he scored an absolute screamer for Atletico Madrid. Now, I think the goal I'm about to show you is the most underrated World Cup goal of all time. So not only does he cut Rodrigo de Paul inside out, who was arguably the best midfielder in the competition, and he put it past the goalkeeper of the competition. It's just an all-round insane goal. Up next we have Jonathan Calleri for Boca Juniors. Now, I usually actually think that Rabonas are extremely overrated, but if you're going to do a Rabona, that's how you do it. So at number 79 we have David Luiz scoring one of the most insane free kicks of all time. Crazy, man! Look at that, man. Like a heat-seeking missile. In what planet does that not get nominated? I think he's closer to the halfway line than he is to the goal. Yeah, he's closer to the halfway line than he is to the goal. That should have won. That should have won the award, like. Now we have Lionel Messi's goal against Mexico in the 2022 World Cup. This is arguably his most important goal of his entire career. Up next we have Figueira, I think his name is, and he scores from inside his own half. Don't really need to do any more explaining. There's been goals like this that are way worse that have been nominated, so yeah. Moving on though, next we have Glenn Johnson with a tasty volley. And I never thought, you know, Glenn Johnson would be on a top 100 goals list, but here we are. On the chest, bang! Saucy. Up next we have one of my personal favourite goals of all time. The amount of technique in this goal is mental. Chips the keeper there, sits down two players and just passes it into the net. We have another appearance of Luis Suarez on this list, again in 2012. Honest to God, how many other people are there on the planet that could control a ball like that from that angle with like how high it was coming down? We have another free kick on the list this time. It's Marcus Rashford. That is so nice. It goes so far into that corner. We have another Rabona on the list. Now, I'm pretty sure Lamela actually won the award for Rabona, but this one wasn't nominated for some reason, and I think this one is better. Freddie Guarin versus Maritimo. Now, this is in about 4 pixels, so I do apologise, but it's a goal for Porto. Man, you can't believe it. And then at number 70, we have Pirlo, believe it or not, with just the most Pirlo goal of all time. It's basically just a long pass into the net. Nice. Like, that does not make sense the way it moves. And then at number 69, I thought it was fitting to put Dries Mertens' goal because he's kind of suspect. Boom! A Trivela volley. There was something about the 2018 World Cup, by the way. There was a stupid, and I mean a stupid, amount of goals in this tournament. At number 68, we have a De Bruyne goal in the Champions League against Lille. Bang. Oh my God. We're getting to the point now where these goals are getting so good, like some of these could be winners, like. We've Danny Rose next, and I'm sorry, it is in about 4 pixels. Now, the reason I like this goal is because he's so outstretched when he hits the ball, and I think we've all been there when you have to try reach to like volley a ball, and it ends up like nearly breaking your foot in half, and it's really sore. Yeah, see, he somehow does that and hits it at like the speed of sound, which is just stupid. Johan Larsson is next with an insane goal again. This one could have been a winner. Never mind being nominated. This could have won the award. This goal. Keeper fisted out and bang. An inside of the foot volley with that much power is honestly like beyond hard. But moving on, at number 65, we have Filippo Inzaghi against Barcelona in the Champions League. Disgusting. Disgusting goal. Now, someone else who has a lot of Puskas nominations in general is Kevin Prince Boateng, and he's next on the list with this tasty goal. That touch, Ronaldo chops around him and does the keeper with an air post finish. Now we have another Boateng, but this time it's Cameron Boateng with a fucking mental volley. I don't know how that actually didn't break the net. It hit it that hard. Up next we have Lucas Arias for Medellin. Man. Up next we have Eric Hurtado with a volley against Sporting Kansas in the MLS. Lovely ball over the top. Again, I'm pretty sure there's been Puskas winners that look worse than that. Even trying to connect with the ball like that is so hard, but he chips the keeper like. At number 60, we have Ruben Neves, who I honestly thought would have more goals on the list, but he doesn't. Outside of the foot, turns around, bang. Now, breaking into the 50s, we have our first Ibrahimovic goal. Watch how hard he hits this. Man, that would kill a small child. Holy shit. If I got a volley like that on target, never mind scored, if I just hit it at the keeper, I'd never stop talking about it. And that's one of his goals that didn't get nominated. Now time for one of the most famous team goals of all time. And a reminder that this didn't get nominated for a Puskas. Santi Cazorla into Jack Wilshere, back to Cazorla, back heel, and just pass it into the net. Talk about sauce. Time for the first Lionel Messi goal, I think, and this is a goal against Roma. Now this is another team goal, I think it is. This is just Barcelona in the absolute thick of it. Look at this, just to kind of make me emotional, I'm not even gonna lie. This might be the only header I have on the list because it's just insane. That is very similar to Robin van Persie's header. It's just not looped, it's more direct and in the corner. Up next we have Danny Welbeck goal for England. I absolutely love that style of goal. There is something so like cheeky and smart about it. I just love a little back heel or like flick round the corner like that. Moving on, we have Paulinho, believe it or not, in the Chinese league with, again, a free kick that is closer to the halfway line than the goal. Do I need to say any more? We have Lewis McGugan, I think his name is, versus Ipswich. Again, just an absolute banger. Dimitri Payet makes his first entry onto the list at number 52. Again, he's one of them players who could have had a load of nominations but didn't. Great goal. That's his weak foot, by the way. That's why it's in here. I don't know about ye, but my weak foot is ass. Like, beyond ass. Like, if I tried that, I'd kick the ground and like break my foot and start crying type thing. So the fact he's hit the ball that hard and actually scored is mental. Now we have another vintage goal, and it's Arjen Robben versus Man United. Perfect placement from the volley, unbelievable. At number 50, this might be controversial, Mario Götze's World Cup final goal. Not only is the magnitude of it insane, but like the amount of technique behind that is crazy. Up next we have Marcel Risa. This goal was in stoppage time, by the way. Crazy. Number 48, Emerson for Cagliari. Bang. We have another free kick. This one's a little bit different though. He curls it from there and it hits the crossbar and goes in. Yeah, so that one's kind of self-explanatory. Just a free kick from so far out, but this one's curled. That's why I like it a little bit more. There's a little bit more luck in the knuckleball ones because you can just hit it and then the ball does whatever it wants. Like, I know it's hard to get to knuckle, but that, he is actively trying to place it in there by curling it inside the post. That's why it's a little bit higher. Next up, we have Andre Schürrle for his goal against Algeria in the World Cup. Again, man, they are my favourite types of goal. Like, there is something so clean about that I just absolutely love. At number 45, we have Benzema for his goal against Switzerland. That touch is so tasty, man. Oh my God. I honestly get so excited watching these goals because they're just class. We have Ibrahimovic again, believe it or not, for a goal against France this time. All this man does is score screamers. Scissor kick from near the edge of the box. Again, fairly self-explanatory. Now at number 43 and 42, we have back-to-back Diego Forlan goals. The first one is his free kick against Ghana. I think they're both in the 2010 World Cup. He was like the first person, oh my God, to realise how the Jubilani worked, and he just was a sicko. He was just disgusting when he used it. But his goal against South Africa is just as insane, if not more. Man, I haven't even seen the second angle and you can just tell that moves a crazy amount. I wish they'd make more footballs like the Jubilani because this is unbelievable to watch. I know it makes the keeper's life hell, but they were so fun to watch and even more fun to use. At number 41, we have Tyson in the Champions League. Now, I briefly remember this fella only because of FIFA. Oh, man. At number 40, we have our first Ferran Torres goal. Touch in front of him and chips the keeper right into the far post with a volley. Very, very tasty. Now officially into the 40s at number 39, we have Di Pinilla for Sassuolo against Atlanta. That is so hard to do. The ball was coming behind him and he catches it with the outside of his right foot. You're talking 1 in a million to score that, like. At number 38, we have Amar Zaki with his overhead kick versus Liverpool. Again, another video on 360p. He hits that with so much power. Next, we have Linz for Mirasol, I believe it's pronounced. I'm so sorry because this video is literally in about 4 pixels, but what can you do? I mean, what a finish, man. Job Wheelhouse is up next with a wonder goal, apparently, is what the title is called it, and I'd have to agree. Just so satisfying. Jimmy Traore, in the MLS again. Don't know how that fella lost the ball, but anyways. A volley from that far out is already ridiculous. The fact they hit the crossbar and went in just makes it even more insane. Up next, we have a goal that's just labelled Dream Goal. It was scored by Sugimoto, I believe his name is. I think that's the tightest angle I've ever seen a overhead kick scored from. Controls with his chest, first of all, which is insane, while moving to the side. And then scores from that angle with a bicycle kick. Unbelievable, man. At number 33, we have Frank Lampard with his goal against Hull. He's chipped the ball from outside of the box into the side netting. When do you see goals like that? The only other one I can think of is Lionel Messi against Real Betis, and he's Lionel Messi, like. Okay, so number 32 is Maicon versus North Korea. I think this is a fairly famous goal. Goes to the byline. Crazy. Maicon with back-to-back goals. Next we have his volley versus Juventus. Ball comes out to him, knees it, takes it off of his foot, sets himself up again, and volleys it into the side net. Unbelievable. Okay, so on number 30, we have my favourite Serie A goal of all time, and arguably Paul Pogba's best goal. It's his volley against Udinese. Man, just beautiful. We have a goal from Kujala for Turku PS. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing either of them right. I don't know what Turku PS is, but look at that for a free kick. Look at that. That is one of the greatest free kicks of all time, easily. I think this guy has won a Puskas award, like actually won it before, but this one could have won it as well, to be honest. Martin Jiranek. He's nearly in the centre circle, man. That's like the Pirlo goal, where it doesn't lose momentum. Up next, we have Tishabalala. I'm running out of words to describe a lot of these. They only get so much more insane, and the first example of that is right now with this goal from Giulio Battista. Header back to him, bicycle kick into the far post. Again, he's moving backwards as he hits that. Number 25, we've Perotti's goal for Roma. I think this is a Rabona, is it? I can't remember. Wow, Mohamed Salah was playing for Roma here. Yeah, chips the keeper from there with a Rabona, hits the side net too. Yeah. That is what you call sauce. At number 24, we have Vincent Picard's goal versus Carlisle. Man, I know it's kind of hard to see. That shit is crazy. At number 23, we've Di Michelis versus Parma. I know the name Di Michelis, but I don't really know how good he was, if I'm being honest. I just know that that bicycle kick is crazy. Like off the charts level of good, right into the top corner. Like he's surrounded by players too, which is the maddest thing. Like he's being contested for the ball. Now, is this Peter Crouch's second or third appearance on the list? I'm unsure. He should have a Puskas award sat in his house because of this goal. Now we have Cafu. I don't know what Cafu's doing at centre forward, but he should be there more because that's one of the greatest overhead kicks of all time. Now breaking into the 20s, we have Thomas Muller with a volley for Germany. And man, this is one of the nicest volleys I've ever seen in my life. So he hits that off the ground there, like kind of a half volley. It kind of reminds me of, oh man. I don't know why that's so satisfying to my brain. But at number 19, this is where stuff starts to get really serious now. Like, arguably all of these could have won a Puskas award from here on out. So, at number 19, we have Bruno Perez with a goal against Juventus. He's picked the ball up outside his own box there, okay? Absolutely, nobody's getting near him already. Brings it into the other box and scores from there. We have Carlos Ruiz for Philadelphia Union. So, it's a free kick. The ball gets put out, obviously. Weak foot volley off the crossbar and in. The touch to set it up was perfect. The strike, even though it's his weak foot, was bang on the money, as good as you're going to get. And not even that, it hits the crossbar and goes in, making it completely unsavable for the keeper. Now this is like one of like the top 5 free kicks of all time, easily, and it's Honda for Japan in the 2010 World Cup. I just want you to fully enjoy this goal and just remember that this wasn't nominated for a Puskas award. How? How was that not nominated? Wait till you see the back angle, because man. At number 16, we have Javi Gomez with a bicycle kick from, again, like in between the halfway line and the goals. But he gets up so high to set it up with the chest, and then he gets up so high again for the bicycle kick. Just fully take in how insane this Payet free kick is. They have 7 players in the wall and an 8th player on the outside to stop this angle. So they've brought out the fucking military, basically, to stop this man scoring. Keepers also on this side, take that into account. goes on the keeper's side and puts it so far in that top corner. People don't realize how insanely hard this goal is. That's a Puskas winner. That is a Puskas award winner right there. At number 14, we're going back-to-back free kicks. Back-to-back perfect free kicks. Again, arguably as well, the greatest defense in Premier League history. He's just done this too. And the greatest goalkeeper of all time, I might as well add. Man, that's honest to God art. Up next we have Jibril Cisse, one of the most filthy, I mean just disgusting outside of the foot shots you will ever lay your eyes on. On the half volley as well. Oh my God, man. Now up next we have a goal that's actually is talked about more for the assist, and it's Lionel Messi against Real Madrid, where he just leaves the ball. And then Messi just does what he does best. The entire Barcelona team at this point has just stood back and decided to let him do what he wants to do, and he has demolished one of the greatest Real Madrid teams of all time. See, at this point, when I was making the list, it got really hard to rank from number 11 up. Like, number 11 here easily could have been first, and it's Felipe Mexes. With that, what the fuck? Now we have a more modern goal this time, and it's Ciro Immobile in 2018 with a goal against Cagliari, I believe it's pronounced. They're honest to God, isn't even words to describe it. Man, like. Now at number 9, we have Emre Can's goal against Liverpool. I think, is it a bicycle kick? Yeah, it is. Man. At number 8, we have John McGinn, which is a very good volley. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh man. Up next, at number 7, we have Saul Burhan. Just look at this. Man, that's silly, like, that's honestly silly. That's a silly goal. Now, Shaqiri could have been on this list a few times, but some of his goals just weren't good enough. Like, I could have wedged him in there somewhere. Like, that's silly. Look at that screenshot and just realize how silly that is. Like, at number 6, arguably the greatest free kick of all time. Maybe Roberto Carlos's is better. Look at that, right? That looks insane from that angle. Look how the ball moves. Look at that. Unbelievable. At number 4, we have Kai Rio for Branco FC. So, yeah, man, when have you ever seen a double bicycle kick like that? At number 3, we're into the top 3 now. Aaron Ramsey. Honest to God, whoever, I don't know how this wasn't nominated, because, man, look at that! Holy shit, man. Oh, man. Oh my God. At number 2, we have Henrik Mkhitaryan's bicycle goal against Sunderland. The thing that annoys me about this goal so much is that Oliver Giroud's scorpion kick that he won the award for was scored in the exact same season. The exact same style of goal at the same level of footballer. One won the award and the other wasn't nominated. Make it make sense. But at number 1 anyways, we have Motaz Salhani for Al Wahdat. Now I don't know what league this is in, but this is the most insane goal I have ever seen in my whole life. Yeah, right, crazy, but I think, fuck off. Right, that finish is mad, but something I've only just realised. It hits the guy's foot on the ground. It just nicks off his foot. He adjusts and puts it over the keeper. I knew this goal was insane. I did not realise it was that insane until right now. Let me know what you thought the best goal in this list was, and if there's any goals that weren't nominated that I didn't put in this, let me know down in the comments below so I can have a look. If you want to see another video like this one, make sure you click right here.